for independency. Would someone shut that man up? Never! Never!
This is not a relatively unknown piece of theater. So there are a lot of great examples of really great performers doing this role before. I have to kind of get out of my head and not try to compare my performance to anyone else's, to just do the best John Adams that I feel like I can do.
Mr. Adams, you're chairman of the War Committee. Are you feeling up to whoring, drinking, desertion, and New Brunswick?
The whole process from the beginning, starting in the concert version until now, I've been enriched by friendship. I've been enriched by watching the creativity around me. I've been enriched by learning the process of government, and that's been thrilling. And I've been able to kind of observe modern day politics in a different light.
We could have been part of this process, if only. And I just love the idea that I get to be part of this process at a time now where women can have more of a voice.
Yeah, it opens up the world. Why not? You know what? Put these words of the founding of our country in the mouths of the gender that didn't have a say at the time. There's a real powerful statement being made without changing a word of that script.
I do not consent. The king is a tyrant, whether we say so or not. We might as well say so.
But I already scratched it out.
Then scratch it back in.
Put it back, Mr. Thompson. The king will remain a tyrant.
My favorite part is all of the bickering. All of the bickering that goes on between the different colonies, because you get to see all their different personalities and it's so much fun.
Our quarrel is with the British king, not the British people.
Be sensible, Bartlett. Remove those phrases and the entire paragraph is meaningless. And it just so happens it's one of the most stirring and poetic passages of the entire document.
We are a Congress, Mr. Adams, not a literary society.
You know, I like the talk about slavery and Rutledge and molasses to rum. I really, coming from Maryland, you know, I grew up with that stuff. Not in 1776, mind you.
Mr. Thompson, thank you. Mr. Jefferson, I can't quite make out what it is you're talking about.
Slavery, Mr. Rutledge.
I see. You are referring to us as slaves to the king.
No, sir. I am referring to our slaves. Black slaves.
He's convinced that he's righteous in his belief that people should be slaves, and trying to find that and not hate myself and and be true to it and try to be that guy, oblivious to the fact that it's, you know, a terrible, terrible thing.
In South Carolina, slavery is a peculiar institution and a cherished way of life.
Nevertheless, we must abolish it.
Nothing is more certainly written in the Book of Fate than that these people are to be free. Well, I'm not concerned with your Book of Fate right now. I'm more concerned with what's written in this little paper here.
That little paper there.
The end of the show, when one by one, all the delegates are saying yay. And you get to that moment where 2 acts ago we were ripping each other's throats apart over this, and now we're all in agreement, and what we've done is treasonous, but we did it. And if there's anybody who thinks that they can't do anything in life, I mean, they just take that little portion of it and say, hey, you know, they could get past their differences and do this great thing.
Personally, my favorite part of the show are the moments I get to have with my wife, Abigail. The real life relationship between John and Abigail Adams was primarily through letter writing. It was very much a long distance relationship throughout their marriage, and they had a very strong bond. Abigail was very much a partner to John, especially in these years.
My favorite part, the part that for some reason gets me every single time, is when the saltpeter arrives.
She tells him that she has sent the saltpeter.
Compliments. Every time I sing it, I get chills, and that moment between John and Abigail and the impact that she has on all of this and on him is amazing to me. So that song is it for me.